Hey guys, Frost here, welcome back. Naxxramas is out and Naxxramas is cleared. Just like I predicted a couple of months ago when people asked me on my stream, Frost, how long will it take major guilds to clear Naxxramas? And I stated slightly under 2 hours, and that's exactly what had happened. Now, this doesn't mean that Naxxramas is easy. It just means that some people that have the best gear in the game and have all the buffs possible manage to clear it into a quite decent time. Now, before we get into the meat of this video, let's check out the trailer that Blizzard released, the 30-second trailer that Blizzard released for Shadow of Necropolis Naxxramas.
The frozen heart of Naxxramas awaits you.
Now, I'm getting a bit hyped. I'm doing Saturday Nax. Nice. Now, I have to admit, even though this trailer gets me hyped like a soy boy, it is kind of a scuffed trailer. I'm not sure if you guys seen the Hurricane trailer for Naxxramas, one of the best trailer ever made. If you haven't seen it, just check it on YouTube. Hurricane Naxxramas. I kind of wish that Blizzard contacted Hurricane somehow and used his trailer as an official. But yet again, we get what we get. Blizzard, it's not really taking care of classic players like it should be. We have bots running around, billions and billions of bots. We have an Naxxramas released 1 week after Shadowlands expansion, so it's obvious that they don't really care about classic that much. So with that being said, let's get into the meat of this video. Last night we had the first Naxxramas attempt, I guess, and clears. Only one guild managed to clear Naxxramas without a single wipe, and that guild is Progress from EU, one of the best guilds in the world. Slightly after the launch of Naxxramas, 14 minutes in, Rise had the first kill on Loatheb. Then Innuendo and Razorgore had the first Mexena kill 20 minutes in. Progress, which started a bit slow, they slowly catched up. A very good contender was Onslaught, a guild from Scaram. However, Onslaught wiped. Apes, if you guys know Apes, they had problems with patchwork, unfortunately for them. Used to be one of the best guilds in the world. Now they're just a bunch of gnomes and dwarfs. And Progress proved that humans are better than gnomes and dwarves. Okay, moving on. So here we have the final kill. Progress killing 1 hour and 26 minutes, close to 90 minutes after the start. Complete Naxxramas cleared. I watched it live. They did a couple of skips. They went, you know, like Nax is connected to sewers and you can swim under those sewers. Take a lot of damage, but they did some nice skips. They preserved their buffs on most players and they managed to do it. The second guild was Tribe from Sulfuron EU with about 2 hours. And the third guild, a Horde guild, Onslaught from America, 1 hour and 55 minutes after release. It was nice, but like I said, this doesn't mean that Naxxramas will be easy. When I woke up this morning, I was watching Shroud's stream. They were in Naxxramas for 16 hours. They were stuck on 4 horsemen. 4 horsemen, it's quite a challenge. Hagen the Unclean, the dance, seems to be a bit bugged sometimes after the teleport. The order changes or something. Maybe that's a hotfix that they should do fast. Saphiron seems to be like really hard unless you pop a lot of consumables and you have like decent frost resistance gear on all of your raid. I've seen people using, like, there was a mage that used 6 flasks of petrification. And you know, a flask on my server, it's about 300 gold just for the Saphiron kill. So that's pretty crazy. The average guild will probably take a week or 2, maybe even 3 to clear Naxxramas. It's going to be a lot of gold and consumables invested. It's going to be a lot of time in raid. But nevertheless, I think every guild that it's cleared, let's say AQ40, will be able to clear Naxxramas in about 2 weeks max. That's my best guess. Moving on, the Scourge Invasion, it's here. Now, you might check your mailbox in game. If you have a level 60 character, you'll receive like a letter which you open when you open a quest, and you can go to Light's Hope Chapel and pick quests and complete quests. Now, normally this was a short event, the Scourge Invasion. Now it's extended for 4 weeks, so it will be available until the end of the year, until December 31, and this is pretty good. Now, if you want to know about the rewards from Scourge Invasion, they're not really that great. You get some form of necrotic runes, which you can exchange for Blessed Wizard Oil, which gives you 60 spell damage against undead, or Sharpening Stone, which gives you 100 attack power versus undead. One of the unique rewards that you might want to get from this, if we move towards TBC, and you can only obtain it now, it's the Tabard of the Argent Dawn. This is a pretty nice Tabard. I will do the Scourge Invasion only for this. Other than that, the set with damage against undead, it's not really that great in my experience. Now, to find the pack of mobs, I would recommend going with friends. You can find them in Eastern Plaguelands, Burning Steppe, Blastus Lands, Tanaris, Winterspring, Ajara. A bunch of quests available, and a couple of buffs. There are a couple of mobs in dungeons, like Balzaphon in Stratholme, and you can check. Okay, I got disconnected, but if you go to Atlas Loot, you can check the loot for those mobs. It's pretty decent, so if you wanna do it, you're welcome. Now, the other things you can exchange the necrotic runes are for major mana potion, but 15 for 1 minute major mana potion. It's not really worth it. I am just going to get the Tabard of the Argent Dawn and be happy with it. Okay, moving on. This is some of the patch notes for the Shadow of Necropolis. Maybe you're not aware of some of the items you can obtain right now as a mage. Now, finally, the level 55 food, it's available. I need to get this recipe. I haven't even checked the auction house if someone already listed it, but I think they're going to be listed a lot because there are a lot of mages farming that particular dungeon, and a lot of bots as well. Conjure food will drop from Arcanis Garford in Stratholme Live. The Manual of Eviscerate rank 9, which is huge, especially if you have tier 2.5 set. This drops from Assassins in Upper Blackrock Spire. I would recommend going there for some UBRS runs. Of course, for mages, Frostward as well. Shadow Ward for... Frostward is actually pretty good for Sapphiron. Interesting. We need to get this book. Where does it drop though? Shadow Ward, Flame Shock for Shamans, and Ferocious Bites for Druids. You can get the pants from Warsong Gulch. There are pretty good epic pants. If you don't have good epic pants, if you're exalted with Warsong Gulch, you can purchase them now. You can craft nature resist pieces from Cenarion Circle, and chance for head and leg from ZG, and so on. I'm not sure exactly how much nature resistance is needed right now. There's a new ring also that you can get from killing an elemental lord in Silitus. Keep that in mind. Don't spend too much money in nature resistance unless you really need it. Our guild barely uses any, even on Silitus, so we're good. If you're Alliance though, it might be harder, so you don't have shamans. Other things noteworthy from here: some terrain exploits, some set fixes, nothing really big. The Conqueror Shoulders for warriors received the coloring. They made them more vibrant, and that's about it. Blizzard just released a not a bug list, so before you go and report a lot of bugs, some of them are not bugs. I looked over this list and some of them are like intended like this. Like arcane bombs do not affect Naxxramas cultists, and so on. Flask of Petrification, it's immune to Maxena's Web Spray. If any trash is left alive, Instructor Razuvios is pulled. All of the trash will be pulled with him. Okay. Which one was the one that... There we go. Frost Aura damage is not affected by Dampen Magic. This is like really weird, but okay. Sapphiron Blizzard deals damage periodically, but applies the slow effect instantaneously. Players who are dipping in and out of Blizzard might never take damage, as reapplying the aura delays its first dock tick. Sapphiron does not display a target while casting Ice Bolt as players. So the mechanics are intended to appear that they are bugged, most of them. Although I never done Naxxramas officially on a classic server, I've done private servers and I've done Wrath of the Lich King. I am looking forward to to join and wipe, I guess, here. I'm not sure if we can clear with our guild in the first evening, but I really hope so. I really hope so, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I wish you good luck in Naxxramas. Go get your frost resistance gear and strat home most of it, and then you're gonna get through the course of the next weeks from frozen runes, from items that drop from the bosses, and so on. I wish you have a great patch phase 6, Shadow of Necropolis, and until next time, stay frosty.